Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is LabHop. So I have realized that after trading a lot with villagers, my paper supply is getting low. So in today's video, we're gonna learn how we can make an easy sugarcane farm that's gonna stay on working even after the 1.16 update. So without further ado, let's get started. I'll go and dig out an area to make this farm and I'll show you guys step-by-step process. Wow, this thing took a lot of work. Holy. It ate through my pickaxe so hard, it was on full durability. I'll be right back to you guys. I need to decorate this area and make it a little better. Okay, so now that you have the area where you want to put the farm in, I'm gonna need to tame this cat. I'll be right back. Okay, so distractions aside, now that you have your area planned out, you're gonna wanna know that the farm is 4 wide at least, so it can't be less than 4. And then you can go as long as you want. For me, I'm going with 9 by 4. And this is where I'll be placing the sand. So the sand is gonna be level with the ground. I'm not gonna place it now. I'll show you why in a second, because the collecting system is gonna be hard to place if I place the sand right now, or the dirt. So this area is where the sand is gonna go, not this, only this row over here. So 9 blocks, this is where the sand is gonna go. Now under it you need to put the collecting system of the farm itself. So there should be a minecart with a hopper in it. And for that you're gonna need rails alongside an area, a block right under where the sand is gonna be. So the minecart is gonna start from here, it's gonna come here, it's gonna start from there, it's gonna come here, and then it's gonna go round and round and round. So it's gonna go from here, there, all the way, making it like a snake formation. So you're gonna wanna plan this out first, planning where the minecart is gonna go, and start digging out the area where you think the minecart should travel in. Okay, so now that you have the collecting system planned out, you're gonna wanna start placing your rails down. So you wanna start with a powered rail over here, and you're gonna wanna power this. So just place a redstone torch or really anything that can give redstone signal, and then start placing normal rails until you feel like, oh, the minecart might stop over here, I might as well place a rail over here. So you're gonna place that, and then you're gonna power it again, just like I said. Just like this, and you're gonna basically do the same thing over and over again until you reach the end point. So over here again, another redstone torch, then again. Okay, so now that you're halfway done, I think it's a good point to test out how the minecart with a hopper in it will move, if it's gonna be enough power. Okay, so now place down your minecart hopper and let's see if it... Nope, not this way, I'm sorry. So place down your minecart hopper and see if it moves with enough speed through every corner. So that isn't enough, you're gonna have to increase the power rail. Okay, so now that I have increased the number of power rails in there, so I'm gonna try and test out this minecart if it's gonna work or not. Let's see if I place this over here. Yeah, it should technically go all the way around right now. Yeah, here it is. Nope. Again, more powered rails. Okay, so I have increased the number of powered rails once more, and let's see if this works now. Yeah, I think this time it's working. Yup, this time it worked really fine. So this is how much powered rails you're gonna need. I think every 4 to 5 you're gonna have to put the powered rail down. So keep that in mind, and yeah. Okay, so I went ahead and replaced the first one with the first torch with a block so that the minecart hits here and then rolls back. So this is what you want the rails to look like, and now we can go ahead and place and basically cover up all this stuff with dirt and whatever building block you're building with. So I'm going with white concrete. Now all I have to do is basically cover all this area up, and I left the back end open so that we can make the collecting system in there somewhere. It's really easy, I'll explain it later. It's very easy actually. The collecting system is like the easiest part of all this. Now you're gonna take out your grass blocks or dirt blocks, you can go with whatever you have, and then start placing them in your desired location, wherever you thought is fitting. Okay, so now that you have your glass block down, you're gonna wanna break a block right behind this glass block and start by placing on water buckets right behind it. You can just place one, but I don't want that. I don't want sound in my base, so you're gonna go basically something like that, filling up all the areas having a source of water blocks just to eliminate the sound. And then you're gonna place a block right above it to cover up this water and be a base for our pistons that we're gonna place right above that. So here I have 8 pistons. Okay, now you're gonna place the pistons just like that above these blocks, and then you're gonna go with another line right behind the pistons and take out your observers, which I can't find. Okay, so now that you have your observers out, start by placing it facing that direction. So place it right on the edge over there, and then right on the edge over there. You want to keep one gap in the middle just to keep the farm efficient but not too expensive that it deletes its efficiency basically. And then you're gonna put some redstone connecting all the pistons behind each other, so like that. So now whenever any one of these observers gets a signal, all these gets fired. As you can see, all of them fire at once. Okay, so here I've went ahead and changed the block on the floor into glass just because I think it looks a little bit cooler, and I have a lot of glass that I really don't know what to do with it. So where is it? I had glass somewhere. Well, I had extra glass somewhere, I don't know where it went exactly. Yeah, here it is. I have all these glass over here and I don't know what to do with it, so I just decided to use them over here. And I've decided to fill in all these gaps over here. I couldn't fill this one in, I will right now. However, you don't want to replace this one with any transparent block, even if it's glass, slabs, whatever. You want it to be a block that can get power from this redstone and deliver it into the piston, so make sure that this is a solid block. Now, next up, I'm gonna tell you basically what's gonna happen to the sugarcane when it grows and then it just pops off. Okay, so here as you can see, when I place this sugarcane over here, it breaks and it splatters everywhere, including this area. So you wanna break off this area and this area, so you wanna block it off. So I'm gonna do so by placing glass in here, so just like that. I'll cover this whole thing up. I'm gonna place walls inside of this one. You can place regular blocks again, but I just prefer the look of glass over here. Oh, and you need to block off these. You have to. These areas have to be blocked off. You don't need this roof over here, but you have to block off this and the front area. I'm blocking the roof just for, I don't know, I like it, I guess, that's it. And before blocking off the roof, if that's your thing and you want to do it, make sure you place in all the sugarcanes, because I did forget to do that. So make sure you don't forget that. Okay, so for the actual sorting system itself, you're gonna have the minecart with a hopper coming from here, going up here, and then you're gonna have 3 powered rails. On the last one, you're gonna place a hopper right behind it, right under it, facing into a chest, and another hopper behind it facing into that hopper. Now this is where all the stuff is gonna end up. You're gonna place a detector rail over this hopper, and you're gonna wanna elevate this detector rail. So what I mean by that is, if I just break this, if this detector rail, which is gonna come here. Okay, so as you can see, if I just place this detector rail over here, it's gonna look like this. Now if I go ahead and I place a rail over here, it's gonna elevate it. Now if I go ahead and break it, it's gonna stay elevated. So this is exactly what you want. And then a block behind this detector rail with a comparator running out of it into a block which has a redstone on it, and then a repeater facing that way into a sticky piston which has a redstone block in front of it. I know it seems pretty complicated, but it's really easy. And now above this torch, you just want to place a a block, and on front of this redstone block, when the piston is extended, you just want to place a gate over here. It doesn't matter which way it's facing. As you can see, now it's open. So if I just grab my minecart, so if I just place my minecart down, it's gonna go in there. Wait, let me break that block first. Yeah, so it's gonna go in there, it's gonna collect all the stuff from the ground, and then it's gonna come back up in a second. Okay, so here, as you can see, the minecart just came in here, and then it emptied its stuff into this chest, and then it went back off to where it needs to be. So let's say the minecart doesn't have anything in it. Okay, so here, as you can see, the minecart doesn't have anything in it. It keeps going back and forth until it finds something. So if I go ahead and place 10 sugarcane in it, the minecart is just gonna stop there, empty its stuff out, and then it's gonna go by again. So yeah, it's pretty simple. There's nothing really complicated about this. I'm just gonna free this minecart again so that it gets into business. Yep. And so it will collect stuff and then come back here, drop it, and then go back here. So that's pretty much it for today, guys. If you liked it, hit that like button. If you loved it, subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.